open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldog Sports page brought to you by Tom's Watch Bar on iDrive. You can hang out and have cold one or two with the dog. Saturday evening, dog, starting at 7?
Saturday night, we're going to having a Magic watch party. Hopefully they can finally win a game on Saturday night, although it's going to be tough. They're playing the Milwaukee Bucks. But, we'll be out at Tom's Watch Bar. They're on iDrive watching the game on their 150 big screens. Great prizes to give away. Great drink and food specials as well. Tom's Watch Bar right there on iDrive. Come join me Saturday night, 7 o'clock.
Place is awesome. If you guys have never been, when you pull up to iDrive, it's the building with the big wraparound video screen on it. It's huge. It's awesome.
Chicago Bulls 125. Your Orlando Magic 121.
Unbelievable. Jamal Mosley, the coach, said the Magic need to find a way to get out of this funk. This is more than a funk. This is as I said the other day, this is a free fall. The Magic ended up going 1-6 on this homestand. Every game except for the 40-point loss to the Cavaliers, of course, every game was close. The Magic held double-digit leads in 3 of those losses, and I don't know what's going on with this team. Their defense has become as bad as their offense. Again, they gave up 125 last night. Gave up 69 points in the first half last night. So, yeah, it is bad. It is bad. By the way, all 5 Magic starters, double figures last night. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, their free agent acquisition, who's been a big disappointment this year. He actually played well on the offensive end last night. He hit 8 of 10 from the floor. But if this continues, this will go down. And you guys have been here a lot longer than I have. This will go down as the most disappointing season in Magic history. Agree or disagree?
It's a pretty serious collapse from where they were headed much earlier in the schedule.
I don't know about most disappointing ever. I've seen some disappointments over the years. I'm sorry.
But when you take into account expectations and where you thought this team might be headed,
and where they were headed, for
the
a
Magic
while.
had plenty of what,
and where they actually were headed for a while this year.
Right. Exactly. So, speaking of the old days of the Magic, did you see who is going to get inducted in the Hall of Fame? It was announced yesterday.
Who?
The Dwight Mayor, Dwight Howard, going to be inducted into the Orlando Magic Hall of Fame. Do you guys have an issue with that?
No, not at all.
He's a hell of a player.
Not at all.
Yeah, hell of a player. Yeah. Did a lot for us. He left us, which that was one of the nightmares that I remember.
One of the many players who left the Magic. Yeah. So, in my mind, he's the greatest player in Magic history. All-time leading scorer, all-time leading rebounder, all-time leading block shot. Now, Shaq went on to have a better career overall, but as far as what he did for the Orlando Magic, I would say Dwight is the greatest player in Magic history. Bay Hill yesterday at the Arnie. Oh, man, you want to talk about a course that bared its teeth yesterday. It was windy out there for most of the day. It calmed down a little bit in the afternoon. Wyndham Clark leading. He shot a 5 under 67. He has a 2-shot lead at the Arnie. By the way, that was the highest tournament leading score at the Arnie in 8 years. Only 14 players broke par. That's the fewest in 36 years at Bay Hill. So the course was playing really tough yesterday. Scotty Scheffler said that you essentially had to pick your poison. The greens are tough, the rough is high, and the wind is up as well, or it was yesterday. So the chef, by the way, Scott, shot a 71. Keegan Bradley, Shane Lowry, Corey Connors, and Christian, Buzenhout, were the only other players to break 70 besides the leader.
A 71 for my guy, the chef, ain't too bad. How about you guys? You have Oberg, Pat has Highsmith. How are those two fellas doing?
Well, they're not within five strokes.
I figured.
So, yeah.
Hey, Lightning, another.
Did anybody pick Shoffley? Did anybody pick Shoffley yesterday?
No.
He's good.
Well, he wasn't yesterday. Shot a 77.
Oof.
So.
Lightning, another win last night. Exciting one, 6-5 over the Sabres. Had a hat trick. Joe Gonzalez scores the hat trick. How about that, dog?
Boom. Hat trick. Throw those octopus onto the ice. Oh, yeah, that's not the Lightning, is it? That's the...
All right. Anyway, moving right along.
Maybe there'll be some hockey on when you're at Tom's Watch Bar tomorrow night, starting at 7. I'd see you like that.
Are the Lightning playing tomorrow night?
They have all the sports on at Tom's Watch Bar.
That's what I'm saying. You could, hopefully the Blackhawks are paying on 150 big screen TVs, and you got the Blackhawks. It's like, oh yeah.
When we have a Magic watch party at Tom's, the Magic are on all 100. It's going to be interesting to see. They've had super speedway races. They've had road course races. Now they're getting back to getting down to the nitty gritty of shorter track. So we'll see what happens at Phoenix. I'm picking Kyle Larson to win. By the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go out on a limb there.
Yeah. By the way, you see the Jaguars traded Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
Jaguars are making all sorts of changes right now. They're in rebuild mode right now.
Hey, speaking of changes, my sources are telling me that A-Rod is going to go to the Giants. That's just. I mean, you're taking Taco Bob sources, so I don't know if I trust.
What did you do?
It.
You listened to Colin Cowherd's show yesterday?
No, a different one, but
Taco.
I was listening to the Mike Bianchi Bulldog show, dude. The sports page.
Be convenient just to keep his condo there in New York.
Yep.
Not have to move. There's a few college basketball games on this weekend too, Bulldog.
Absolutely.
Just a
the
few.
Gators. We're monitoring the Gators obviously because if it looks like they're going to be a number 1 seed after what they did earlier this week. They went on the road, beat Alabama. They've already beaten Auburn on the road. I believe it's their final. Is it their final game this weekend? So, and then they get into the SEC tournament.
Right.
So, if they keep winning, they're going to be a number 1 seed. So,
Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic on AM 740 and FM 96.9 The Game, weekday mornings on Adjacent to Us. He takes time out of his show to join us for the sports page each morning on JRR. It takes us out with that big old bulldog bark.
oh.
Lynch and Taco. On demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.